Yeah. Can you feel it? That glow inside. It's always been there. Even when the world goes dark. I've been walking through shadows, thought but wetter than night. But inside there's a whisper, a flicker, soft and bright. It's a fire that won't let me fall, even when the world feels small. Ooh, I feel it rising, through the cracks, through the pain. A golden warmth undying, like sunlight in the rain. Joy is the deep light within me, shining past the fear ever since. It's my heartbeat, my secret, my hymn. Yeah, I glow, I rise, I begin. Even when the night is heavy and silence pulls me down, I hear the music steady, like a soft celestial sound. Every tear just makes it brighter, every fall just makes me lighter. Ooh, it keeps on rising, through the doubt, through the storm. A golden flame surprising, keeps my soul safe and warm. Joy is the deep light within me, shining past the fear and the sin. It's my heartbeat, my secret, my hand, my hand. Yeah, I blow, I rise, I begin. Oh, I won't hide it, can't contain it. Every shadow bows when I name it. It's a love, it's a fire, it's a stream flowing deep, living in my dream. Can you feel it? That spark inside is yours too. Yeah, it's breaking through every doubt to try to cage you, every fear that trying to stage you. It's fading now, love, let it shine through. Shining past the fear, shining past the fear and the sin. I see it, yeah, I glow, I rise, I begin. Ooh, light up, don't stop now, don't stop now. Feel it rise, feel it proud, every corner of your soul, every dream that makes you shining past the fear and the sins. It's my heartbeat, my secret, my end. Yeah, I blow, I rise, I begin. 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 Yeah, this light is yours. Never let it fade. Let it carry you always.
Steps off, baby. This ain't just a vibe, it's a sanctuary.
You just walked into the Love Palace. Welcome to a Daily Dose of Dee. Wrap yourself in satin truth. This love ain't rushed, it's velvet smooth. Silk on your spirit, rose in your mouth. Let me show you what healing's really about. Ooh, she don't play with pleasure, nah. Only pours it where it's earned. Let it burn slow. A daily dose of Dee. Let the love run deep and free. One touch and you'll believe. She's the calm, she's the heat, she's the peace you need. Here in the Love Palace, where even broken ships sail smooth. Anchor down, baby, daily dose of Dee. Your prescription to feel seen. No refills, just show up and receive. Let your ships drift into healing seas. We don't chase waves, we ride them. She don't beg, she just glows.
Joy is the quiet light that doesn't ask for permission to shine. It moves gently, slipping between the cracks of your exhaustion, curling up inside your rib cage like it's building a home. Joy doesn't fight you. It doesn't demand applause. It doesn't need a perfect moment to show up. It arrives in whispers, in the way your breath slows down, in the way your shoulders drop, and in the way your spirit says, I'm still here. When you lose the joy, even when the relationship shifts, even when the world spins faster than you can keep up, joy is the soft rebellion that refuses to leave you empty. Today, we're diving deep into joy. Not the Instagram version, not the forced smiles, but the living, breathing, sacred energy that reminds you that you were born whole, you were born worthy, and you were born with light. Welcome to Daily Dose of Dee. Grand rising, grand afternoon, or grand evening, depending on what time of day you're watching Daily Dose of Dee. I am your host, Goddess Dee of Love. How's everybody doing today on this Thursday? Y'all, we are making it right through this week. I hope you guys are getting warm, right? I hope you guys are getting warm and staying warm. I heard there's supposed to be another front coming in from the East Coast people. So y'all stay warm and be safe. With that being said, people call today Friday Eve, Thirsty Thursday, Thankful Thursday. But here at Daily Dose of Dee, we're going to call it Thrillful Thursday. We're going to be thrillful this Thursday. So with that being said, the word of the day is joy, a feeling of great pleasure and happiness. And the quote of the day, joy is a vitamin for the soul. You should have a little every day. Okay, Love Palace family, we're going to get right into the subject of joy. So do me a favor. Imagine we're sitting down with a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, or whatever you drink to relax, wine, whatever your choice is. And you're just stripping away all the noise of your busy life to talk about the one thing we're all chasing, joy. To really understand it, we have to look at where the word actually comes from. It's not just a fancy word for being glad. Joy is not a mood, it's the state of inner radiance. It's the feeling you get when your spirit recognizes truth, connection, or meaning. It's the inner celebration that happens even when your circumstances aren't celebrating you back. The word joy chases back to the old French joie, tied to the Latin gaudium, meaning spiritual gladness, deep delight. And a deeper meaning is to rejoice, a word that doesn't depend on anything outside of you. Now, from its origin, joy was always internal, something the soul experiences, not something the world just hands to you. It literally means to rejoice or to leap. I love that, y'all, because this suggests that joy pa- isn't quiet, a passive thing. It's an active, upward energy. Joy is steadiness. It's grounding. It's the inner glow that doesn't dim when life gets complicated. Now, you might ask, or have you thought, there is a difference between joy versus happiness? Now, let's go ahead and clear this up because people tend to get these two mixed up all the time. Happiness is emotional weather, joy is emotional climate. Did y'all see the difference there? Happiness is emotional weather, joy is emotional climate. The difference we have to wrap our heads around is that happiness is an outside emotion, whereas joy is an inside is inside out state of being. Excuse me. Happiness is what you feel when you get that promotion, when you find an extra $20 bill in your pocket, or you have a perfect weather day. It's great, but it's also fragile because it depends on life going your way. Joy, however, is a choice and a capability. It's the deep down glow that says stays lit even when the wind is blowing. Happiness reacts to life, the promotion, the vacation, the compliments, the good news. When things go well, happiness grows. When things fall apart, happiness definitely fades. Joy, it doesn't do that at all. Joy isn't impressed by condition. Joy doesn't evaporate when something goes wrong. Joy is a decision. It's a posture, an inner agreement with your own soul. You could be sitting in your car crying about something painful and still sense a small, steady pulse of joy that says, I might not be okay right now, but I'm grounded in something real. That's the key difference. Happiness rises and falls, and joy stays right there. All right, Love Palace family. Go ahead and take a sip of your beverage, stretch, get comfortable. When we, I'll be right back. And the next part might just shift your whole perspective right after this message.
I work at it. I think joy is different from happiness. I feel like happiness is something you can get at 7-Eleven, and joy is something that you earn and work for and takes practice. I feel like joy has legs. I feel like joy has feet. I feel like joy has roots. I feel like joy creates space and allows room for more than just a good day. I think joy is an attitude. I think joy is a perspective. And I think joy is a lens through which I live and look at my life.
Georgia, Georgia.
Yo, just pulled up to the Love Palace. Ain't no cap here, just facts and feels. D and Kel's on the mic, we talking ships, all kinds. Pull up and unpack. Kiss and Trey. Friendships that held me down through the struggle. Companions who dipped when I stepped out the bubble. Family ties that tug, some tight, some frayed. But we lay it all out, let the truth get played. No judgment, just lessons on velvet chairs. We speak from the gut, raw love, stripped bare. Got a steed, got that glow like sage in the wind. Queen Coles hit the mic, truth spilling again.
Relationships, we talk it, we walk it. No filters, just real. Love Palace, the spot where your soul can heal. All them ties, all those vibes, we ain't letting them drown. We lift ships up, never tear them down.
Situationships with benefits and
Welcome back, family. Welcome back. I'm glad you're still here with me. Make sure you tune in next Tuesday to Ships. We are back, myself and Queen Kels, with another good episode of Ships coming your way. That's every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And you can join us right after that for a live Q&A. All right, family, let's get back to our subject. We're going to get deeper into the emotional landscape of joy. When you compare joy to other emotions, it stands out because of its resilience. Let's compare joy to its emotional cousins, okay? When I'd like to compare things, so we're going to compare it like family members, like to the emotional cousins. So gratitude feels like acknowledgement. It says, I see the goodness. Contentment, that feels like acceptance. It's saying, I'm okay with what it is. It's a peaceful, I have enough. When you're content, right? So excitement feels electric. It says something wonderful is coming. It's temporary and I can't wait. And then you have serenity. It feels peaceful. It says I'm at ease. But joy, joy. Joy is the orchestra beneath all of them. It's the soft hymn that stays when the excitement fades. It's the foundation beneath gratitude. It's the breath under contentment. It's the warmth beneath serenity. Joy is a profound, I am connected to something bigger. It's a self-transcendent emotion. It's a self-transcendent emotion. Excuse me. Meaning it pulls you out of your own head and makes you feel part of the world around you. That's what joy does. See how we had those comparisons? The other emotions that I mentioned, visit. Joy stays and holds hands with them. So, there are three key elements that holds joy up. Let me give these to you, okay? The first is inner peace. This is the quiet center inside you that doesn't panic even when life gets messy. It's your emotional anchor. Boy, I know we have to find, I don't know about y'all, but I have to search for my inner peace a lot, y'all. I have to find the quiet center inside of me when things start getting messy just to anchor my emotions. That's the first key. The second is connection to something meaningful. That could be people, that could be purpose, that could be your spirit, creativity, or even your community. Joy grows where connection lives. Let me say that again. Joy grows where connection lives. So you want to have meaningful connections with your purpose, with your people, with the spirit, with whatever you're involved in. The third one is self acceptance, the radical choice to stop beating yourself up and embrace your story as it is. Joy cannot stay long where self rejection lives. This one is important as well. You have to have self acceptance. You have to stop beating yourself up. Stop talking negatively to yourself. Stop thinking negative thoughts and embrace your story. As it says, joy cannot stay long where self rejection lives. These three elements create the soil where joy grows tall and strong. When joy hits you, your body knows it before your mind does. Did y'all know that? It's not just a polite smile. It's where we call a douching smile. And this is where the muscles around your eyes wrinkle and your whole face just lights up. You might feel a literal spark or warmth in your chest because your nervous system is shifting out of stress mode and into a state of openness. Internally, your brain is releasing a cocktail of oxytocin and serotonin, the binding chemicals, which is why joy often feels so communal. It's the feeling of your breath slowing down and your vision literally widening. You know what? Scientists have found that when we're at a state of joy, we're actually we actually process more of purpose of our surroundings. We are just happy. We're more alive, we're more creative, and we're more capable of seeing solutions that we used to see as walls. You know, everybody knows joy even before your mind label. So, joy shows up warmth in your chest. It's like the candle that's lit inside of you. Your shoulders are softened, your tension is dropping. You don't even realize you were carrying it when you have joy. Your breathing is deep with good intention. Your eyes are soft. Your voice becomes calmer. Your energy brightens up a room, sometimes without you even noticing. Some people just feel joy as goosebumps. Have you had that before? Where you had goosebumps because you're so happy? Others feel it as laughter bubbling up out of nowhere. This is a wonderful thing of joy. And some feel a gentle wave of calm just wash over them, like their nervous system just took a long exhale. Joy is a physical homecoming. So take a second, let that settle in your heart. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. You can grab a snack real quick, stretch your legs, and I'll be right back right after this snack.
Here's a practice for you to try the next time that joy sneaks in. Instead of pushing it away, write it down. Capture it. Capture what sparked it. A laugh, a song, a person, a thought, a moment of calm. Naming it helps you honor it instead of fearing it. And joy and laughter and peace is not a betrayal to your loved one. So write down today in the comments what sparked joy for you. And let's celebrate it together.
Hello, everybody. We are at the part of the show where I do the product of the day. And today, the product of the day is by Holistic Royalty by Kels. It's actually a tincture of her oil of oregano, this tincture right here. So let me tell you about oil of oregano. Oil of oregano is an traditional remedy that was used centuries ago to help with our antiviral, antifungal, and help support our immune system. It also acts as a natural defense against seasonal changes such as colds or immune fatigue. So each drop is concentrated to help the body fight off unwanted invaders while easing inflammation and congestion. So yes, this is very good, especially in this season to have. You get you some oil of oregano here, right? Get some oil of oregano by Holistic Royalty by Kels. You can reach her on TikTok, Holistic Royalty by Kels, Instagram, Holistic Royalty by Kels. You can also get this product on Shamaka Essentials, www.Shamaka Essentials. And if you also need email, you can email holisticroyaltybykels@gmail.com. Get you some oil of oregano. It'll help your whole family during this cold season and help boost up your immune system. Tap in to Holistic Royalty by Kels.
She knows, queen of the green, let the healing unfold. She rooted in the rhythm of the trees. Talk sweet pork, calm like teas. Queen Kels with the herbs.
Welcome back, Love Palace family. Make sure you tap into Holistic Royalty by Kels. When I tell you that oil of oregano tincture works well, man, we get to coughing and sneezing over here. We be like, where's the oil of oregano? It works very, very well. Do your research on oil of oregano as well so you can see that this is a natural product. And her information has been dropped in the chat. And also it can be found on www.shamakaessentials.com. Now, let's go ahead and get back into this discussion. You know that phrase where they say there's levels to this, where there's 5 different levels to joy, okay? To really live this out, think of joy as a structure you build in your life. Imagine a scene where you're standing in a beautiful open space. To get there, you move through the 5 levels of joy. Let's break this down how joy grows in your life. The first level is momentary joy. The spark when you hear a song that you love, the taste something delicious, or you see someone you care about. That's that first level of joy. Then there is irrational joy, the joy that comes from connection, presence, love, and shared experiences. This joy doubles when it's shared. Okay? Then there's that resilient joy, the kind that survives hardship. It's that still I rise energy. You feel me? It's joy that refuses to die. The fourth is a purposeful joy. The joy you feel when you align with your calling, when you're aligned with your calling, with your purpose, your gift, your authentic path. It's the joy that comes from doing what feels meant for you. And the final level, the highest level, is spiritual joy. The joy that exists beyond circumstances, ego, fear, or doubt. This joy right here is sacred. It's divine alignment. It's the joy that tells you, I am whole. I am connected to something greater. Now, those levels are there. Let me say the 5 levels again for you: momentary joy, rational joy, resilient joy, purposeful joy, and spiritual joy. So, supporting all these joys, you have to have something to support things, right? Even if you have levels, you need support. So, supporting the joy are 3 key elements: connection, alignment, and purpose. You need people, you need to live honestly, and you need a why. So, with those things, you have the 8 pillars of joy. And like I said, these hold up, the 8 pillars of joy hold up these elements, which are connection, alignment, and peace. These pillars are what keep you standing when life gets heavy and hectic and you be like, I don't know what to do. I don't know, I'm lost. The pillars, joy stands on 8 powerful pillars. Let me tell you what they are. Perspective helps you see beyond the moment. It reminds you the story isn't over. So if you have perspective, you can see outside past what's going on. So if you're having a hard time and your heart's heavy and you just don't know what's going on, get a new perspective beyond the moment that you're in. It's going to remind you that this isn't over. Your story's not over. It's going to continue. You have humility. Humility keeps your ego in check and your heart open. So it's going to make you be like, okay, that big ego, just sit back, sit down, be humble, right? And it's going to check, put your ego in check and open your heart. Excuse me. Then let's not forget a little humor. Humor lets you find light in hard places. I don't know about you, but if I'm having one of them days, and even in sad moments, if I watch something funny or I have our family is very comical, you can always get a laugh around here. And just having that humor is going to find light even in the hard places. Watch you some comedy when you're feeling a little down. It'll brighten up your day. Acceptance helps you stop fighting what you can't control. Man, I had to learn this one. I had to learn and accept that I can't control everything. So you have to have acceptance to help you stop fighting what you can't control. You can only control what you control. Accept that. Forgiveness is going to release emotional weight, making space for joy to enter. Remember, forgiveness is for you. And once you are able to forgive yourself, right, and forgive others for you, it makes space for joy to enter. Then you have compassion. This softens your spirit toward yourself and others. When you have compassion, you love yourself. Your spirit is just full of love and happiness and joy. And that way you're able to give that to others. Gratitude. It's going to shift your focus to what's working. When you are grateful for something and you actually think about all the things that you have and the gratitude that you can give and the gratitude that you are receiving, it focuses on what's working. And generosity. Generosity expands your heart by giving, sharing, and contributing. I think that generosity and gratitude, well, all of them, like we said, these are the pillars of joy. The generosity, G and G, works well together. You're generous because you're showing gratitude, you're sharing, you're giving, you're contributing. Okay? Those are the 8 pillars of joy. These 8 pillars are the architect of joy. Let me just say it like that. The reason joy can stand tall even on shaky days is because of perspective, humility, humor, acceptance, forgiveness, compassion, gratitude, and generosity. So, question. Can you have joy without being happy? Can you have joy without being happy? This is exactly why, let me tell you, yes, you can, is the answer. And let me tell you why you can have joy without being happy. Because that sounds a little odd, right? Don't that sound a little weird? How can you have joy without being happy? You can be in the middle of an unhappy season. Maybe you're grieving or stressed. But if your pillars of gratitude and compassion are strong, your joy remains intact. This surprises people every time that you can have joy without being happy. You could be sad and still have joy, right? You could be sad about something that's happened in the moment. Because remember, joy is inside. So you could be sad, but still have that joyful spirit. You can be tired, but still hold joy. You can also be disappointed and still know joy is present. Joy doesn't erase negative emotions. Let me say this to you. It doesn't erase negative emotion. It coexists with them. Happiness says everything is good. Joy says even when everything isn't good, I'm still anchored. Joy is what holds you when happiness walks out the room. Okay? So take a moment, let that truth sit with you, and I'll be right back. And when I return, we're going to talk about why joy disappears right after this message.
How we feeling? Do you know why we inject joy into Heart Talks? Because it's possible to be in a healing season and I can still let the light in. Right? It was powerful when I learned that I could be hurting and still laugh. It was okay for me to be grieving and still find joy wherever I go. You'll know you're in a healed season when I don't just carry the heaviness, but I also know when to lay it down. Because joy is an emotion that has to be invited in. I have to make space for joy. I have to make room for joy. Joy don't come knock. You have to go get it. So when you find yourself in spaces where joy is available, join in. Live your life out loud. Give yourself permission to feel the good just as much as we feel the bad. My bad has taught me to take full advantage of when things feel good.
Welcome to the space where worlds become portals and their soul remembers. I am
born
Alicia
with a
Young,
fire
and
kiss.
this is
Time
Soul
like
Food.
truth, breathe like mist. I carry lifetimes in these hips and prayers inside my wrist. They said I'm too much, too wild, too free. But baby, I was never meant to be. Quiet, tame, contained. I am so untamed. Ooh.
What is meant for you is already in motion. Let's
Magic
see
in my skin,
where it
healing
leads.
while you hold me.
Your soul already knows.
Say my name.
The cards
feel
are
the
just
shit.
catching you up.
Welcome back, everybody. Make sure you tap into with Alicia Dion. Every morning she has a daily call for you guys. And don't forget about $2 Tuesdays, okay? Where you can pay $2 to get a one card reading. And it's very insightful. Go over there just to get a general reading, too. She does a general reading. Don't forget to get your soul work. That's going to help with your joy. You feel me? So let's go ahead and talk about the times when your joy feels far away. You be like, D, I ain't trying to hear this. I ain't got no joy. Let's talk about what causes a lack of joy. So a lack of joy usually happens when we let joy thieves, y'all hear me, in. Like comparing our lives to others on social media or trying to be perfect. Let me say that again. Joy, a lack of joy, happens when them joy thieves start coming in your life to take your joy. And you comparing, when you're comparing yourself to people on social media, let me tell you about social media. They make everything look good and glamorous. They ain't gonna show you the bad part of it. So you comparing to yourself of something where they're just showing this part and not showing the other part. Trying to be perfect, trying to meet up to that expectation can cause a lack of joy. A lack of joy doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're overwhelmed. When stress becomes chronic, when trauma gets unhealed, when burnout goes unignored, and when you disconnect from yourself or your purpose, joy begins to dim. Let me say this to you. If you're not getting the proper amount of sleep, the lack of rest can decrease your joy. If you do not have emotional space, you don't have the lack of connection, the lack of boundaries, these drain your joy silently. And sometimes your joy is not missing, it's simply just buried underneath everyone else's expectation. Let me say that again. Sometimes, y'all listen, sometimes your joy is not missing, it's buried under everyone else's expectation, under the pressure to be resilient, under the fear of slowing down. Mhm. So, now that we know what takes away joy, What creates joy? What makes joy? What helps create this? We create joy by doing the opposite, being vulnerable, practicing gratitude for the little things, and choosing to be present. Joy is created through presence, actually being where your feet are. Being in the moment, being present right here, right now. Through gratitude, you notice the small things that you're already blessed with in life. Man, I had a live about this, about gratitude. We are so, actually, I did a poem about this on Poetry and Pulse. We had that special edition. You could check that out on Blended Healing. But here in America, United States, we do not show the gratitude we should. So many people don't have shelter, running water, clean water, food, and we take this for granted. Notice these things and that you're already blessed with. This is going to create joy for you. I am joyful that I can have a place to sleep, a place, something to eat, a platform to come talk to people, the internet, simple things. Okay. So through also meaningful connection, conversation, laughter, shared moments, that's going to create joy. When you have good connections, good relationships, meaningful relationships, that's going to make you have good conversations. You're going to have laughter. You're going to have shared moments. It's going to even get you to the point where when you create these connections and you're not around it, you miss it. So create meaningful connection. Also, you can create joy through your creativity. Let your energy flow into something expressive, right? If you're feeling down or depressed, I know what helps me: some poetry, writing it on paper, typing it out, whatever you got to do. Let the energy flow into something that very expressive. You can also create it through alignment, living in a way that matches who you truly are through alignment. And I told you this now, through rest. See how I'm looking at y'all through the side eye? Through rest. Honest, real rest that's going to reset your spirit. Joy grows where authenticity lives. Joy is so important because it's your survival kit. It lowers your stress, boosts your heart health, and gives you the resilience to keep going when things get tough. It's the light that doesn't just show you the path, but warms you while you walk it. Joy just doesn't just feel good. It keeps you alive. It gives your mind resilience, your body strength, your spirit clarity. It's going to reduce stress, boost your immune system, and strengthen relationships. It helps you see possibilities even in adversity. Joy is important because it reconnects you to yourself. It reminds you that life is not just about surviving, it's about living. Joy makes space for hope. Joy makes room for healing. And joy makes life worth experiencing. So, Love Palace family, let me leave you with these closing words. Okay? Joy is the fire that burns without consuming you. Excuse me. It's the quiet companion that never leaves, even when the world does. Joy is the breath you forget you were holding, the softness you didn't know you were allowed to feel, the light that refuses to dim. No matter how thick the darkness becomes, joy doesn't beg for your attention. It waits for your awareness. It waits for the moment you choose yourself again. Not the perfect version, because there's no such thing as perfect. Not the polished version, just you. Simply being you. Joy says, I see your scars and I still choose you. I see your fear and I still rise in you. I see your past and I still believe in your future. So tonight, let joy come home to you. Let it crawl up from your bones, wrap its arms around your spirit, and remind you you are the light. You are still worthy. You are still becoming. And when life gets loud, because it's going to get loud, and the world gets heavy, and when your heart gets tired, may your joy get louder. May it push back the shadows. May it flood every corner of your being. Because joy is not a luxury. It's not an accessory. Joy is not earned. Joy is your birthright. Claim it, live it, and let it shine. All right, everybody. I hope you guys found joy on this Thrillful Thursday. I hope those words were very encouraging to you. Remember, joy, your joy, depends on you. Only you can find your joy, and it's the inner thing, okay? It's your inner peace. Find your joy because it's within you. I want to thank you for coming to the Love Palace. Peace and love to everybody. Shout out to the replay game. Appreciate those getting those views. Okay, I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that comes and supports Daily Dose of Dee on a daily basis. That brings me joy. Okay. Once again, peace and love, and I will see you real soon. Have a great Thrillful Thursday. A great evening. See you real soon.
The most vulnerable human emotion? Joy. Joy is so vulnerable that when some of us get close to it, we dress rehearse tragedy to prepare for disappointment. Like, it's so vulnerable that we don't even let ourselves feel joy because we're so afraid someone's going to rip it away and we're going to get sucker punched by disappointment.
Happy Valentine's Day. Be on the lookout for a Valentine's special on JamaicaEssentials.com.
The Petite 9x6 Valentine box opens to a cobalt and silver collection, a 3-ounce body spray with silver atomizer, a 4-ounce tin of whipped
A cooling aromatherapy spray with notes of sea salt and lavender, a smooth ocean blue soap that shimmers like water, rich body moisture that sinks right in, and a grounding bracelet with...
Inside the premium 10x8 Valentine box, every element is chosen to pamper. A 4-ounce body spray and an 8-ounce body wash.
A Cobalt Blue aromatherapy spray with a silver pump, carrying our Royal Azure fragrance. It is a whipped, hydrating body moisture, matching body wash, also in Royal Azure.
Yeah, we shine, nothing less. Drip so divine, body magic in the air. She make her got the vibe, self-love everywhere. Essentials only keep it real, no stress.
I don't fear or project negative, right? I'm not preparing for negative. I'm expecting the unexpected, right? Which I'm always in my mind thinking of God saying is more than what I can imagine, right? That's greatness. That's what I'm looking forward to. I don't look forward to cloudy days, although I know they will come, but they're not. It's not something I'm like, oh, I'm planning for a bad day. No, I'm planning for all good days. I am being mindful and intentional with joy, right? So I don't think, and listen, that may be the thing that holds me back. And if it does, then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I don't plan on allowing anything to shift me outside of the position God has put me in. I think that I trust God. I believe that He has me on this journey. And I'm all right with whatever come my way.
There you go.
Love like she don't just love, she heals and keep. Let go, let flow. Daily dose of Dee. In the land is free. In the love palace, ships dock even here. Yeah, we guide the tide. God is deep. Whispering back when your heart needs reminding. D is divine, D is daily, D is love, a daily dose.